What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rad Up All Night. I got a special one today. It's one that you guys told me you wanted. It's one that I talked about last time on my live stream. I said, listen, with all this Anchor Bay news going around and with me being such a huge Anchor Bay fan, I have that series called Anchor Bay Archives, but I was like, why don't I do the next episode of Anchor Bay Archives live with you guys? Usually it's a pre-recorded show. I usually go over one Anchor Bay title or one cool addition that they did and kind of showcase it in detail and show you guys some of the cool stuff they were doing back in the day when it came to DVD and physical media and stuff like that. But with all the news regarding Anchor Bay coming back, I said on my last stream, they weren't really in the Blu-ray game that long before they kind of went under. They had some changes with distribution, with companies. They went to Stars, this whole other thing. So the Blu-ray route for Anchor Bay wasn't really that long. So their catalog was a little bit small. And all of these are pretty much out of print now. These editions, and then based if they got re-released by other companies or not, that's TBD. So what I said was, I have a pretty decent size Anchor Bay Blu-ray collection. Would you want me to showcase it to you guys and make it a show? And I had a lot of feedback, DMs and comments that, yeah, let's do it. So I have tonight. I'm pretty sure this is all of it. I usually have them all kind of housed together on the shelf. So I grabbed what I could, and I'm going to showcase each title. There's a bunch here, guys, that I want to showcase, because maybe there's some that you guys have seen. Maybe there's some you've never seen. Some of these, like I said, are worth some money because they haven't been re-released by other companies. And there's some cool additions here. There might be some movies in here maybe you've never seen that I can recommend to you guys as well. So I got a big stack of stuff over here we'll go through. Like I said, these are all out of print now. Some are worth a lot of money. Some are re-released by other companies, so they're not worth as much. But we'll go through that. But before I do, I just want to come in and say what's up to the people who are currently watching live. So if you are, feel free to say what's up in the chat, and I'll make sure to give you a little shout out here. Ace Arcadia, what's up? Cool use of Cruel Summer. Yeah, man, that is a custom joint from my boy over at Dynamite Tiger. Usually pops into the chat, so he hooks me up with some pretty cool music that he feels like fits the channel, and I won't get copyright strikes on it. So very cool of him. Kem Carlson, what's up? The Darkman 4K. Did you grab the steelbook? It's pretty nice looking. And what's up, man? Jesse, what's up, dude? You've been collecting a while, so I'm sure you know some of the stuff I'm going to talk about today. Mike Wolf, what's going on? Antonis, welcome. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps the channel out. Make sure you leave your comments after the stream is over if you're watching it live or on the replay. But before we get into the Anchor Bay collection, I did get a little subscriber package in the mail, and I know what one item is in here. They said they packaged a few more secret items, I guess. So I'm going to kind of unbox that here and showcase it with you guys, because I know what one of the things that's in here, and it's pretty damn rad. If you've been watching this channel for a long time, you're going to understand how cool this really is. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I'm trying to think who put this hoodie out. I have so much merch. I get confused on who put what out, but if anybody knows who put this out, feel free to put it in the comments. Hagen K, what is going on? All right, so here's my package here, and I'm going to give a little shout out to watchers of the show. I'm going to give a shout out to Todd, and I'm going to give a shout out to Red Planet Video, who you can find on Instagram, on Etsy. So very, very cool of them to send this package here, and I'm going to dive into it. Like I said, I know what one of the items is, but that's about it. So you guys are going to see this. You've got to see what one of these items are, because I can't wait to check it out. It's pretty damn sick. It's pretty damn retro, and it really does fit the channel a lot. So let's see what we've got in here. And like I said, they did say there would be a couple other special secret goodies in here that I'm going to see for the first time. What is this? What is this? All right, this is not something that that I knew was in here. This is, oh my God. Guys, Todd, Red Planet Video, all of you over there, you know me, and you know me well. This is sick, dude. Look at this. Red Planet Video, an eye patch from Reverend Lowe, eye patch on a card back. How freaking sick is this from Silver Bullet? Wow, this is right up my alley. This is the kind of stuff I love. Holy crap, this is awesome. And it's got the little price tag on there. It's got the Red Planet Video logo on there. Wow, this is gnarly. I absolutely love this. And I'm going to put this on my wall somewhere with a little hook like this. This is so awesome. Now, this is not what I was expecting in there, but that is so up my alley. I love things like that. It's got the retro toy look. It's a little prop. Oh my God, you guys just knocked that out of the park. Okay, there's a couple things in here. All right. All right, I'm gonna try to showcase, because I think these are a couple of very similar items. But I want to showcase the one I knew I was getting first. Okay, here's the one I knew I was getting first. And I think the rest are probably very similar. All right, so check this out. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about this in a second. But if you guys grew up, if you were little kids of the 80s, you're going to really appreciate this. If you are a fan of the show, you're going to appreciate this. Before I showcase this, I just want to ask people that are in the chat. If you're commenting right now or you're not, you've been watching this channel a long time, tell me one movie that I always hype up and talk about that not many people have seen. And I'm always like, you got to watch it. It's so good. It's so good. And then they come back to me and said, I love this movie and I never heard of it since, before you told me about it. And I hear this a lot. Tell me one movie that I promote all the time on this channel since day one. And I tell you guys how cool it is, and you guys have to go check it out. So any OGs in the chat right now, just tell me one, an underrated one, not one that everybody knows, but tell me if you know off the bat one movie that I promote highly on this channel. And I'm going to give you guys a second to see if anybody gets it really quick. Okay. And I see some of you in here right now. I see Cass, what's up? Noise Loop, what's up? Jeff, what's up? Dave, what's up? Mike Wolf, what's up? I see you guys. Nick, how are you guys? 21 likes right now. That's great, guys. Thank you. If you haven't liked the stream, please do. David is right. The movie that I talk about probably more than I should, actually probably more than anybody does. I put this out there. I think I talk about this more than anybody else on YouTube does, because it's not a movie that many people ever talk about. And it's Corey Haim's first movie, and it's got an all-star cast. It's Firstborn. So Todd and the peeps and Red Planet Video, these people that sent me this said I was the reason they fell in love with this movie. They saw my recommendation, they followed the show, and they absolutely fell in love with this movie. And they're so good at what they do that they got me and created me Walt Disney Firstborn VHS in the old Walt Disney clamshells. Guys, tell me this is not the sickest thing you have ever seen. Look at this. Boom. Look at this. Firstborn. Holy crap. This is freaking phenomenal. This is like so up my alley, this whole thing here, everything about it. And what makes me even more happy is that like people that are watching the show, that are finding new movies they never heard about, that are creating stuff like this, that it's insane to me that they heard me talk about it. They saw it. They loved it. They did this. They sent this to me as a thank you. I don't know what else to say. This is probably one of the coolest things I've ever gotten. 100% it is. And thank you so much. This is going definitely somewhere displayed in the brand new studio that's being built in the backdrop somewhere. And this is freaking awesome. Wow. Now, like I said, they did say they were going to send some other things. And by the size of these boxes, it looks like it's going to be some more VHS. And I'm dying to see what it is. So let me get back to the chat and see what you guys have to say. Where can I find Firstborn? Olive put it out, which is which is good and bad. It's good because I think it's on Amazon right now, and it was on sale the last time I looked. But you guys have to make sure you remember, Olive Films is over, so whatever is left is what's left. So if I were you, if you haven't bought this and you are interested in it, again, it's not a horror movie. It's an action thriller type movie, suspense thriller. It's got an all-star cast. It's from the 80s. It's very, very, very good. In my opinion, it's Peter Weller's best performance ever. And I would pick it up because once it's gone until another company picks it up, which may never happen because it only recently got released from Olive, like when it did. And that was the first release I'd ever seen since VHS. It came out with like a DVD and a Blu-ray at the same time, but that thing had not seen the light of day since VHS for a long time. So will other people like Kino pick it up? Who knows? It's a possibility, but who knows? So I recommend going to grab that now while it's still available, if it's still available. Yeah, man, it's so sick. What's so sick? Firstborn is about... So Terry Garr plays a mother. Her two kids are Chris Collette and Corey Haim, and the mother recently got a divorce from the father, so she's a single mother trying to raise these two kids. She meets a guy she really likes, and that's Peter Weller. Peter Weller's character almost kind of comes off like not a scumbag. I'm gonna kind of like, he almost comes off as kind of a con artist type of guy, very arrogant, you know. And then all of a sudden he ends up moving in with them. The kids aren't sure about him, and it's just kind of a story that kind of unravels. You start to learn a little bit about this guy, and he's a little bit of a bullshitter and stuff. And it's just a real cool movie. I mean, you've got Robert Downey Jr. You've got oh my god, I'm drawing a blank here. Parker from Sex and the City there. Oh my god, I love her. What the hell's her name? Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, it's got a really good cast. It's not a Disney movie, and that's the funniest thing about it. Yeah, so see, it's on $15 right now. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it when I've got the time. Terry Garr, hell yeah, she looks great in this. She's awesome. Noise Loop. It's been on my list forever. I just need to get it to the vinyl record shop. Yeah, it's got a great soundtrack, actually. It really does. All right, so let me see what's in this next one, because I want to get to these Anchor Bays, too. All right. It's the same concept. Look at this, guys. It's just as freaking cool. This is just as cool. Silver Bullet. Look at this. Old school. Walt Disney. Clamshell VHS. Oh my god. It's got Haim on the front. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is so sick. Oh my god. This is freaking awesome. This is awesome. Wow. Oh, man. This is why I do this, guys, because it's just that people think of me. I'm just a stranger to them that they watch on here, and for them to go through the trouble for this, oh my god. Another Disney home video, Last House on the Left. What? What? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is insane to me. Oh my god. Guys, we're going to be talking about Anchor Bay, but let's talk about Disney right now. Holy crap. This is rad as hell. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the exact kind of stuff that I just love. These movies, horror, 80s, retro, throwback, mashups. Like, it's all here. It's all here with this thing. This is so cool. So cool. Look at people. People are buying it on Amazon already. Oh my god. For real. I mean, okay, follow Red Planet Video on Instagram. I do know she has Etsy. As far as this kind of stuff, you know, check out the Etsy page. DM. I'm sure there's probably things that they can do custom. But this is so freaking cool. I mean, how perfect is it? Thank you guys again. I can't say enough. Nick B, what movie are we talking about? But yeah, this is cool. All right. Are you serious? There's 2 copies left. Look at this. We're gonna sell Firstborn out right now. We're gonna sell it out. 2 copies left. It's going. Oh, sorry. I must have missed you. I must have missed your comment. Yes, I have seen Monster Man. Anchor Bay put out Monster Man. I only have it on DVD. I heard it was getting an upgrade from somebody. Everybody's ordering Firstborn, that movie that I talk about all the time. Because it's on Olive, it's going out of print, so it's on sale right now on Amazon, and people are buying it up because I think there's just a couple copies left if they don't own it. And again, once it's gone, I mean, it could get restocked. I mean, they might have backstock, but I mean, Olive Films is debunked. It's gone. So I'm under the assumption that whatever's left is going to be all that's left until someone else picks it up. All right. Okay. There you go. What's up, Ben? Yeah, I knew Monster Man was getting a new release. Okay. 101 Films. Look at this, dude, huh? You see Chris Collette. If you see him hanging around at the conventions, you tell him. And Peter Weller. Say, Born2beRad just sold this thing out. Man. Nice, man. Nice. Oh, it does say more on the way. Okay. All right, guys. So that's our Firstborn gig. And again, big thank you to Red Planet Video, Todd as well. Like, so freaking cool. All right, so I have a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff that I could talk about. And there's stuff that I've sold as well that I had more copies of that are now just sold off because I got updated editions, right? So some of the stuff I had sold, but this is what I've got left. And I'm going to start with some box sets. Now, I'm going to go through these first. And it's funny because I started watching this series. This is a series. And the first season I watched, I think I saw some of the second season, and then I kind of fell out of it. My uncle was really into it. He kept telling me how great it was. I got to keep watching it. And I was like, I know, I just don't have the time with work and everything. And it just was one of those things where I kept buying the seasons with the idea that I'm going to catch up someday. And I've never gone back and watched these seasons, and I've had these Blu-rays forever. Now, is it something I'll do someday? I hope so. I hope I do, because I've heard a lot of mixed things. My uncle loves it, and I know other people love it. There's some people that say, you know, it kind of dies out halfway through. But with that being said, I have some pretty cool additions from Anchor Bay, and that is for The Walking Dead. This was the first release that they did for the show, season 1. It's got this little door here. So pretty cool addition. I'm sure a lot of you remember this. This was way before they came out with like the new box sets and stuff. So this is The Walking Dead Season 1. I have seen Season 1. And I've seen Season 2. Now, I don't have my Season 2 right here with me. You're going to see that when I do my Movie Room 2 tour. Because I have the big display head with the zombie head with the screwdriver coming out of its eye. That's what I have as my second edition. And it's displayed on a big shelf. So I didn't bring it down here with me. So we'll just skip over that one for now. But we can go into like the next seasons. So third season, it's like a thick steel book. And this was what happened was I bought, I'm pretty sure it was season 3. I bought like the big fish tank thing, and I never took it out of the box. And then after like a year or so, I sold it. And I ended up getting this while I had it because I was like, oh, that's cool, a Steelbook exclusive. And then I just kind of kept on this train for a while. So this is, like I said, the Anchor Bay Walking Dead Steelbook exclusive. I think it was for Target. And then they kept doing these. So I just kept buying these editions so they would look nice together on the shelf. Now, I don't even know how many seasons Walking Dead has. So I'm sure I don't have all of them. You guys let me know. Same thing. I get the Target exclusive Anchor Bay Steelbook Blu-ray of season 4. And I got the Target exclusive. This is still sealed. Season 5 Steelbook. It's like a thick Steelbook. It's actually, I've never really actually seen them before. And then this is season 6. So I don't know how many seasons of Walking Dead there was, but I only own season 1 through 6. And like I said, I've only watched season 1 and 2. Now, hope someday I get to it and I watch it. So obviously I'm missing a lot of them. But again, those were Anchor Bay, so anything after they closed up shop are going to be from a different label. Anyways, but that's what I have from those. I figured I'd throw that out there. Another set I have, which I did talk in more detail. If you want to see this set in more detail, just type in Anchor Bay on my search button on my page, and you'll get to a full detail about this. And this is that really rare Heather's Locker set that they did. This is for the Blu-ray of Heather's. So inside this locker is a regular Blu-ray of Heather's. And it's got a DVD and all this other junk too. So I do a full unboxing, a full detailed review on that thing. I talk a lot about it, the history of it. So you can find that in my archives under Anchor Bay. But yeah, that was for the Blu-ray for Heather's. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Has that not had another edition? Or actually, I think it did, because I almost remember like there might have been a Steelbook with the girl on it, maybe like a Best Buy exclusive or something. But yeah, that's the Heather's Locker set, which was probably one of the coolest Anchor Bay releases ever, in my opinion. So unique. That's a legit mini locker. Like, it's heavy, it's metal. You can stick magnets to it. It's got a little lock on it. I mean, it's freaking killer. Now the next one I'm going to showcase is, you know what? I did forget one. I'll talk about it quick. I did forget it. It was the Halloween box set that has like the little mask in it, because that does have Halloween on Blu-ray. That does have Halloween on Blu-ray in there, and that's an Anchor Bay box set, I believe. Yes. So that's the one with the little mask in there, if you guys remember that set. I do have that as well. I did not bring that to the table. I can go grab it, but it's fine. But I did grab this one, which is the Hellraiser set, the laminate configuration. This has got the first edition of the Anchor Bay Hellraiser Blu-ray in here. So again, very cool edition. I'm sure a lot of you old school collectors probably had this. But this was an Anchor Bay Blu-ray, first time Hellraiser was on Blu-ray. And yeah, that's definitely a cool item that sits on the top of my shelf. What's up, Brian? What's up, Simon? So the next kind of set, which, again, all the ones I've showcased so far, I think are pretty valuable. These editions, just because, you know, they were more like box sets and stuff like that. I'm hoping they will, because the people that are taking it over are supposed to be big old school fans and they want to, pay homage to them. But I'm nervous, because again, you need funds, you need money, right? And if these guys are coming in with just trying to start up, they might not have it yet. So they might have to just kind of be picky and choosy in what they do. So I'm intrigued, but I'm a little bit nervous that it's not going to be what we all want. But again, it's a cool idea, and I'm just happy to see it. And to be honest, it gives us some. I always love talking Anchor Bay. So if them being in the news right now gives us more reason to talk about this stuff that I love, that I've collected all these years, then I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Now this one, I believe, and Brian probably knows a lot about this stuff. Brian Goes Blue. He's really knowledgeable with this stuff. Because a lot of times once I have a cool edition, I don't really think about it. So for instance, this edition is out of print, of course, because it's Anchor Bay. I don't know if there's other cool editions like this. I know Arrow did one, which probably is out of print as well. But this is this cool Battle Royale set from Anchor Bay. And this is the complete collection, too. So you've got Battle Royale, Theatrical Cut, Director's Cut, and then Battle Royale 2, Requiem. And then there's a bonus DVD with a bunch of stuff in it. So this has everything. And look, it's got like a clear slip cover. And this is a book. This is a book. So very, very cool. And I absolutely love this movie. Love this movie. So this is awesome. Such a great addition. So if there's anything else out for this movie, I don't know, because I did have the Arrow one, and then when I got this, I sold the Arrow one. It was like a big chunky box, but this, just because it had everything I needed. It had part 2, it had both cuts, and to me, this is kind of probably my end-all be-all for this movie. Like, I don't think I'll ever buy this again. I think this is, to me, this is perfectly fine. This is super sweet, and I'm just happy to have this thing. So, what's up, Steve? So yeah, this is the Battle Royale Anchor Bay complete collection, which is a really cool edition for sure. Now those ones are more like my bigger editions when it comes to Blu-ray. When it comes to DVD and Anchor Bay, I have a ton of stuff. But this is just the Blu-ray stuff because it's just so much smaller of a collection that I have, so it's a lot easier for me to talk about it. And a lot of people didn't have a chance to get a lot of this stuff because they kind of came and went pretty quickly. What's up, Bog? So you have the Battle Royale set. Again, I don't know if they've got anything since then. I'm really not sure. But I'm just going to start throwing a couple out here, talk a little bit about them, and then just kind of move on. And if you guys in the chat want me to stop and talk about some more or whatever, that's fine. Yes. So that was the big box set with the mask. But there's a couple things in it. The Blu-ray, I think there was a couple other editions, maybe 4 or 5 and whatnot. So, all right. So, couple things. Anchor Bay, this is a movie called The Master. This was like one of their newer titles. Like, because what they'll do is they'll do a lot of classics and then they'll kind of bring some newer stuff to the table. This is actually a pretty cool movie, I thought. I only saw this once when it first came out, but I actually really thought this was a good movie. And I haven't seen it since. So let me know what you guys think of this movie, The Master. It came out in probably like 2012, maybe, if I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't see it on here, but I'm just trying to think of when I could have got this. I definitely got this post 2009 because I was living in my condo when I bought this. I can remember that. Yeah, Ragman does rule. What's up, Jetstream 64K? What's up, man? The next one, I think this is the only way to get this movie. And that is, I talked about this last night on the Rad Dude show. Alyssa Milano in Embrace of the Vampire. This was a classic for me as a young man. You have a premium edition of the Master, so I take it you like it. Again, these are just in a random pile, so I'm just gonna go. Here's one that is super valuable. Will we ever get it again? I don't know. but it's one of my favorites, and it is Lucas, Corey Haim. This is kind of a Blu-ray that came and went, and by the time it was out of print, people didn't even realize it existed. So I'm super happy that I have this, and being such a Corey Haim fan, I jumped on this thing like right away because it's just it's a movie I love. So as soon as I heard this was coming out, I was there day one picking this thing up. She gets so naked on that Blu-ray. You're right, she does. It's unrated. It's unrated. It slaps for sure. Just chilling and watching you. That's awesome, man. I don't know, man. I kind of looked some of these up before I did the show just to have an idea of like what some of the valuable ones were. I didn't have a chance to look them all up, but there are some in here that I think this is the only way to get them that are not expensive, and I'm going to talk about some of those. So Embrace could be one that isn't expensive. Yeah, man, it's definitely. You know what, Brian? I don't have Bedazzled. To be honest, it kind of falls in the same lines as Lucas. Like, I didn't even realize Bedazzled had a Blu-ray until someone brought it up in the stream the other night. And I was like, oh, no, I don't have that. I didn't even realize it had one. Same thing with Dutch. I don't have Dutch. I didn't realize that even had a Blu-ray. So, you know, it must have been the same boat where these things just kind of came and left before anybody had a chance to really, you know, see what the hell was going on. So, did you just got it like just right now or recently? So I guess it must be pretty cheap then. So a lot of these are probably going to have to be eBay purchases, I'm assuming, because I'm assuming at this point they're not on Amazon anymore. But speaking of Corey Haim and Anchor Bay, we got License to Drive, which is a fan favorite for sure, but it falls into the same category as Lucas. Like these things are so hard to find. Anything of Corey Haim for some reason is really hard to get, especially if he's one of the leads. I don't know what it is. Like, you can get Lost Boys, as we saw earlier. Firstborn is like on its way out, right? So hopefully someone picks that up. Dream a Little Dreams available, but that was more of a Feldman movie. But a lot of these Corey Haim movies are just, they're gone. Like The Watchers and the Roller Boys, like all these ones from the 90s and whatnot. Like, I don't know what's going on with his catalog. That's it, man. That's it. If you want Lucas, you got to get that. You can get the DVD. There's a DVD out. Cody Leach loves Lucas. I don't know if that's if you're being serious or not, but I hope so because it's a fantastic movie. I think I bought mine on Amazon. I'm pretty sure. What up, Jet Baby Teeth Neptune? What the heck? I do have the DVD. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. But yes, of course. Yep, I have it. All right, the next one is again, what Anchor Bay was doing around this time was they were getting modern stuff and they were getting classic stuff. So this was a more modern one. If you're a big fan of Ryan Gosling, you got Blue Valentine, which was a pretty good movie when this came out. Again, it got a lot of praise when this came out. On the back, it says best movie of the year, according to New York Daily News. I thought this was okay. It's not necessarily like my style of movie, but I thought this was fine. I actually like Ryan Gosling, so I went through a period of time where I was watching a lot of his stuff, like after Drive came out and all that. I was really heavy into his stuff. So, yeah, Blue Valentine was something that came out from Anchor Bay on its first release. Now, is Blue Valentine out and again? I don't know. This is probably the last time I'll ever buy this movie, so I don't know if it has a different version or someone else has re-released it or it's going to 4K. I'm not sure. I don't have a video talking about it because, that's not my forte, right? So like TVs, audio, video, like none of that's like, I don't know a lot about that stuff. I have a 70-inch OLED LG. As far as the model, I have no idea. It's only probably a year and a half old, maybe a year old. The next one's another modern. I say modern. It's modern to me. But this is another freaking great movie, Law Abiding Citizen. Now, part of me feels like this must have another release, but this was the first Blu-ray it had from Anchor Bay. And this is a really cool movie if you guys haven't checked it out. Jamie Foxx, Gerard Butler. I like this one a lot. Speaking of Ryan Gosling, it's another one that came out around that time, Only God Forgives. Now, this was pretty cool, too. It was like a weird take. Like, it kind of had the neon aesthetics of Drive, but it kind of took place almost like in, like, Chinatown, I think. Trying to think if this is the one. He had another one around this time that I kind of get them mixed up. But, yeah, I remember this was a period of time, like I said, I was watching a lot of Ryan Gosling stuff, so kind of getting confused. But I think this is the one that took place, I think, in like Chinatown, I believe. There was some martial arts fighting and stuff in it, but this is kind of when Anchor Bay like became Stars as well. So if you look at the back, it says Stars on here as well. So, oh yeah, it is the same director as Drive. Correct. Yeah, Thailand, I guess. I'm trying to remember. I just remember like nightclubs and whatnot. But I've only watched this one time. I only watched this the day I got it. This is the next ones are remake, I think. And that is for Mother's Day, which was like more of a modern movie. It's okay. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. I don't think it's not really a remake of the old one, but I guess it's pretty close. It's from the directors of Saw. It's just a modern telling of the story. I love Place Beyond the Pines. Absolutely love Place Beyond the Pines. I'm not sure if that's Anchor Bay or not. It could be in this pack, in this stack over here. I don't know. This next one is probably not worth much because it did have a Scream Factory release as well. And that is The Entity, which, in my opinion, is a very, very good movie, but a very hard to watch movie. I feel like when I watch this now, I feel super uncomfortable and want to take a shower. Like, it's a pretty brutal movie. If anybody hasn't checked this one out, like, it's really, really raw. I mean, I don't know. Barbara Hershey, it's a hard watch. It really is. Like, I feel like as a kid, when I got the Anchor Bay DVD, I was like, this is a great movie. It's kind of like Rosemary's Baby, you know? And then as an adult, I'm like, ooh, this is hard for me to watch here. But yeah, The Entity, this was the first Blu-ray release from Anchor Bay. You watched it way too young, yeah. Well, I mean, at the same time, you might have not know what the hell was going on, right? At that point in time, so it didn't matter to you. It kind of like, I don't know what the hell's happening here. Nina! Yeah. Okay, here's another more modern Anchor Bay title. This was a good one. This was a great one as well. The Divide. Probably one not many people have seen. Hold on, I think the disc is loose. Ooh, little loose disc here. Okay. I'm trying to just make sure I remember. Okay. This is probably not one maybe many people have seen. They're like stuck in this bunker. It's like a group of people down, like, I can't remember if it was like post-apocalyptic and like all this shit was going on and they were locked down in this bunker trying to survive. But it was cool. I thought this was really good. I only watched it that one time I bought it. But I remember saying to myself, oh, that was a really cool movie. And it was something I had never heard of until I bought this back in the day. So I would recommend The Divide. And it's probably one I got to go back and check out again, because I did think this was a pretty cool flick as well. And again, that's what's nice about some of this Anchor Bay stuff. And there are a lot of hidden gems in here of these horror movies that not many people do know that aren't classics. And I know that with the new Anchor Bay company, they're putting out Abruptio, which in my opinion is definitely something everybody's going to want to see. So as much as it's not a well-known title, it's a newer horror movie that out of the gate, I think is going to be a cool release. Now, can they keep that going? I don't know. But a part of me feels like The Divide is probably not something that's expensive. I bet this is still pretty cheap. And I don't think this ever had another release. It could have, but I don't know. Guys, we have almost 70 people in here right now. If you haven't hit that like button, I appreciate it. If you're not subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. That would really help it out. And of course, I've got big goals this year. So the more people obviously sub, the easier it's going to be to get to those goals, and just keep me going. All right, this next one is expensive. I did see this online. It is one that seems like it's going for a pretty penny. So in my opinion, that makes me think this didn't get another release. And this was a cool movie as well, and it was a pretty modern movie. And some of the people in the chat probably had seen this because it was kind of in a lot of talks when this first came out. And that is a revenge thriller called Blue Ruin. This was cool. This was a real cool movie. It's violent. Let me know if you guys have seen this, because this was really one that people were talking about when it first came out. And this is pretty pricey on eBay. So I'm assuming that this is the only way you can get this movie. But let me know. I don't know what Pablo is saying. Ashton Kutcher movie. I don't know which one that is. Yeah, so Bog Zombie Blue Ruin's great. It is, yes. Yes. But it's I think I saw this on eBay at like around $60, I think. So it makes me think that this is probably all it's got, is this edition. But it's, all these things I'm talking about, guys, check them out on streaming. See if they're on streaming. You can at least watch them and check them out. What's up, Shoegazer Horror? Welcome to the show. I don't usually see you in the chat, so if you're watching but not saying anything, welcome, welcome, welcome. I love interacting during these late night shows. Thank you for popping in. Lauren, man, how are you? Oh, people are talking about, okay, Scratch is liking Blue Ruin as well. Jesse, oh, dude, 100%. I am too. Every time I'm out and I'm like at a used store and I see an Anchor Bay DVD I don't own, I snag it. I look for the little boat logo, bring it right home. I've never seen that. No wonder why. No wonder why it's good. I did like Green Room more. And the reason I like Green Room more, I think, is because I lived that life. Like, when I was a teenager and when I was in my early 20s, I was heavy into the hardcore music scene. So my friends and I had just got our license and stuff, and this was even before we got our license. Like my friend's dad his parents were divorced. So my friend's dad would pick him up on the weekends, and like he would come get me, and he'd basically just drive us wherever the heck we wanted. Like it was a routine that we did on Saturdays. Like we would look at the papers and find out like where the hardcore shows were in the state, and then we'd be like, oh, we want to go an hour towards Boston, and there's a show in this little church or whatever, and these bands are playing, so drop us off and pick us up later. Hey, we're gonna go to this, Brockton, which is kind of like a rougher part of Massachusetts. We need to go here, and there's this little club, this dingy club that these bands are playing. Like, drop us off and pick us up later. Then we got our license. It was the kind of the same thing. I can remember watching a hardcore show in like a nursery school or preschool, in like a classroom, and like and like on the weekend when there was nobody there. It was freaking wild. Some of the places that we'd go, and I watched the Green Room, and I'm like, man, I feel like so much of this could have happened because there was always so many fights. There was different cliques in there, punks, and there was a lot of people in there, like skinheads, punks, all this different stuff there. And I always thought, being 16, 17 years old in these situations, like I watched Green Room and I'm like, man, like I feel like this could have happened so many times, because there was so many times I look back and I'm like, man, we were in the sketchiest areas ever back then, like to see these shows that nowadays I would be like, hell no. So I love Green Room because I can relate to it in a sense. Wow, Retro says there's one copy of Firstborn left on Amazon. Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Hall & Oates, what up? Horror Collector, thanks, man. Oh, you watching Mother's Boys with Jamie Lee Curtis? Hell yeah. Awesome, man. Hey, I appreciate the support, dude. I really do. And if anybody's coming in now, like I said, we have 70 people in here. If you guys are bored, share the stream on your socials. Just hit the share button, go to Instagram, put it in your stories with the link. Do it on your YouTube. Let people know we are live. I still got a lot more to talk about, so we're going to be here a little bit. And if you guys are just popping in now, make sure tomorrow go and watch the beginning because I do a really cool unboxing with some stuff that you guys are going to want to see. So, that's cool. I didn't know that. Sydney from Quebec. I love that. You big wrestling fan out there in Canada? Yeah, Dutch is another expensive one, for sure. I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know it had a Blu-ray, to be honest. I still have my old DVD. All right, now this one, it wasn't that bad either. It wasn't that bad, and it was like Christine, but a modern one. Obviously, it's not even close as good, but it's not bad. It was called Super Hybrid. And it was kind of like Christine, but more like a Fast and Furious car, I'm pretty sure. Again, a lot of these, though, guys, I've only seen once. So to try to get my memory back on, like, how good these were, I only remember specific things. But I remember liking this one. This came out in 2011. So think about, that's over 10 years ago since I've seen this. I'm assuming this is probably cheap still. But I don't know. I don't know. It's like, again, killer car. That's a crazy deal. Hey man, I'll take it, I guess. I'll take it. Again, when it comes to a lot of physical media now and a lot of modern movies now, I'm terrible. So I cannot take any credit on that. When it comes to this old stuff, like back even in the DVD days, I'm great because it's like I was so hooked on this stuff back then. Now I am, but like, you know, I'm trying to play catch up on a lot of stuff. I am finding a lot of new titles that I'd never seen before, which is really cool with places like Vinegar Syndrome and stuff and Kino and some of these companies that are putting out stuff that just passed me by, and I'm kind of trying to play catch up. But a lot of this stuff, because you got to remember back then in 2011, like we weren't getting bombarded with all this stuff from these studio releases. So I was taking my time, buying a couple things, watching them, where now, you know, if I'm not being sent some things to review, which I need to do, you know, Vinegar Syndrome's having a huge sale. Scream Factory's got some stuff coming out. Like there's so much that's coming in that I have a lot more trouble keeping up. And it's not just because I get so much, because I've really tried to limit it, to be honest with you. But it's just life is a lot crazier than it's ever been now. You know, I've got a family I've got to make sure I'm around for. I've got a full-time job. I've got another part-time job with online fitness coaching. And then to do this and to have content always coming. So sometimes it's hard to fit movies in all the time. Ila, my man Ila. What's up? Beauregard, what's going on? But I appreciate the Dave Meltzer thing, Simon. I love it. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know offhand, to be honest with you. This was another one. It was a modern movie, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Daniel Radcliffe in Horns. Do you guys remember when this came out? Now, is this still available? I don't know. I only watched this one time. But it was pretty cool. It was actually pretty cool to see him in this role. Do you guys remember this one? Horns. The Faces of Radio. What's up? There's a lot of new people in the chat that aren't always in here. So thank you guys. And thank you for everybody who always pops in. Anybody who's saying hi for the first time, I appreciate that. Jay the Stingray, another one. What is up, man? Dude, I haven't seen Jay the Stingray in so long. Go check out Jay the Stingray on YouTube. Dude, he's an OG right there. This guy's an OG. I've known him for a long time. Unfortunately, with our crazy schedules, we haven't been able to stream together or anything like that in a while. So Very, very cool dude. Go check out the Jay the Stingray, and I appreciate you coming in, man. We're talking about Anchor Bay, some of this old school Anchor Bay Blu-rays, and this guy's an OG, so he was collecting these things. I know he was. I am doing well. Look at this. Nick just bought the last copy of Firstborn because I talked you into it. So we just basically sold out Firstborn on Amazon tonight. Tonight we did. That is so funny. So you you guys should all do when you get it, when you get that, or even right now, go in the comments section on Amazon and write that Born2beRad told you to buy this movie, and then just have all the Amazon reviews talk about it. I'd love it. Do that. Oh my God. Say Garrett at Born2beRad on YouTube has been bragging about this movie for 2 years, so I finally bought it. Just keep leaving those in the comment section of Amazon. I think that'd be hilarious. You're right, dude. There are some goats in the chat tonight. I love it. We got Brian Goes Blue. We got you. We got Jay the Stingray. Oh, you changed the name, dude. Stop. Between you and Justin, I can't keep up with this. Here's my pet peeve. Changing the names or having different YouTube names than you do Instagram names. That throws me to a freaking loop, man. Some people will be messaging me on Instagram and chatting with me, and then when they tell me who they are, I'm like, oh, I would have never knew because your name on here is so different. Yes, sir. So 4K Lowdown, thanks for popping to go check him out. I'm assuming his new name is Faces for Radio. Is that the new Tube channel? If it is, go check that out. Hell yeah, you guys are pumping this chat up. I'm going to start missing people in a second. Man, I'm doing well. I hope you are as well, my friend. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Go leave a comment in the thing that I sent you over there. Dude, I know. Well, leave it to Scream Factory, right? They didn't miraculously find copies. They announced that they were going to do that. But again, it is one of those things where it's like, well, were they really limited? If you can just be like, oh no, we're going to put more out because it sold so fast. I think they just need to do their homework a little bit better and realize that a movie like Unlawful Entry is probably one they could have kept in their library and taken out something else that's in their library that could have been a limited release, right? So that was just an error on their end for not doing their homework. It is, but it's not going to be soon because they keep pumping out more copies of it. So let me tell you this. If you don't have it, go to Scream Factory's website and get one instead of going on eBay and paying big money. These people that paid big money when it sold out are probably bullshit. Yeah, they're going to be Charles banding this stuff. Of course. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. You can still leave an Amazon comment review. My fan of Underworld, I was. It was one of those movies where I liked the first two, and then I just kind of got real out of it. Like, two movies that did that to me were like Resident Evil and Underworld. Like, they started okay, and then it just started doing so many that I just kind of lost track and kind of fell out of it. But I do really enjoy the first two a lot. Oh, hell yeah. I don't know if it's ever going to come out, so I would hang on to it, but I hope it does come out too because I'd love to upgrade mine as well. Yeah, just exactly. And I bought that thing right on the first day because of that. All right, now this one we all know. It's the Sean Clark joint. Echoes of Black Water, the Black Waters of Echo Pond. I don't know if this one's valuable or not. I really don't. Get Danielle Harris in here. Robert Patrick. They actually do have quite a bit of horror celebs in here. I'm trying to look and see who else is in here. James Duvall. Trying to see who else. I can't really even. Sorry, the light's in my eyes. I can't see. But if you guys remember this one, it's decent. It's pretty good, actually. I know Sean Clark had to do with this, right? He wrote this or directed it, didn't he? Let me see what it says here. He was written. Sean Clark wrote it. Did he direct it? So Sean Clark wrote this. So very, very cool. I'm not sure if this is still readily available or not, but go check it out. It's worth owning, that's for sure. I'll try to get to all these chats, guys. Between Evil Dead, Halloween, yeah, they were killing it. What's up, Zombie Daddy? Go check out Zombie Daddy. By the way, Garrett, even though stuff, have you heard of Gen X reviews? I have not heard of Gen X reviews. Should I? What's up, Haim? Oh my God, Haim's in the house, dude. Tell me else. I don't know. I don't know what Haim's gonna say. If he's gonna think this is cool or not. He's either gonna say it's awesome or he's gonna say, hey, that's not right. Look at this. Silver bullet. Look at that. Look at that. Firstborn. Brother, tell me what you think of that. I just unboxed that. A subscriber sent me that. I do. You know what's funny is, so Subspecies I owned the box set for a long time, and I never watched it. Never watched it. I think it was still sealed when I met Christian, and Christian was such a big fan of that. He's like, dude, you're going to like it. You're going to like it. Check it out. And I remember watching the first one, and I loved it. I loved it. I was like, wow, this was a real cool movie. And I haven't dove into the other ones yet. But then I also got sent part 5 to do a review on, so I did watch part 5, which is fine. I don't think you really needed to watch the other ones when it came to that. And I thought it was pretty good. Now, do I want the box set, the Blu-ray and the coffin? Absolutely, I do. I will say when it comes to Full Moon, I have the Puppet Master trunk set, and it's a beautiful set. It's top quality. I know a lot of people think with Full Moon you're going to get junk sometimes. That Puppet Master box set is top-notch quality. Now, if this coffin is going to be that kind of quality, then I think that's awesome. Now, I really do want the Subspecies set. To me, it's a little steep, in my opinion. Yes, you're getting a lot of movies, but it's a little steep for me. So I'm going to kind of keep my eye on it and see if it looks like it's selling out. I don't know if it has a number on there or not, but I'm eyeing it and just to kind of see what happens. If it looks like it's selling out, I'm going to snag it. If it looks like it's going to hang around, then I'm going to wait till maybe there's a sale on it. And I know Charles Band's like, there'll not be a sale on it, but they said the same thing for the Puppet Master set. And I got that Puppet Master set for like almost half off because I waited. So I will say the first one is really good. Really good vibes. Oh, he loves it. All right. All right. That's good. That's good. Yeah, a lot of the Anchor Bay stuff is hard to find because collectors like it. And a lot of these things, especially on the Blu-ray end that I'm talking about, they've never seen the light of day again. So, let me see. Gora Tiger! What's up, man? Charlie, what's up? I'm going to have to say Puppet Master. But like I said, it's not fair. I've only seen 2 of the 5 Subspecies movies. What is the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier of Anchor Bay? The Heathers box set is probably up there. I'm trying to think because they even did VHS tapes. So let me think. If you guys didn't check out, I did a 5 RAD collectibles from Nightmare on Elm Street. Check that up. There's a cool Anchor Bay limited piece in that video as well. I don't know what it would be. I'd have to really think about it and go check out what I have. Go check out Retro Analog Entertainment. He's going to do a video on it. So I'm curious to see what he says about that. So, like, again, I do too, because I have the original DVD box set, which has everything in it. It's got Vampire Journals. It's got all that. And then I have Full Moon sent me Subspecies 5 to review. So I do have all the films, I think. Unless I'm missing 4, maybe that came out later, but I do own them all. I just haven't upgraded them yet. And I do have the first one on Blu-ray as well. You mean you paid? I mean you paid close to for $7. I mean, but 7's a classic. I mean, 7 is a freaking classic, and we know that's limited as shit. That's gonna be super limited. But you're right. Shame on me, for sure. I can't deny it. It was a very shame on me moment. I think I regretted it as I was pressing buy and thinking in my head, like, FOMO's killing me right now. All right, we move on. I will admit, I don't remember much about this one. Like, pieces of the movie I can remember. I don't think it was great, but guys, let me know about it. And that is The Drownsman. I don't remember much about this. It says a refreshing throwback to 80s slasher with modern flair. How long can you hold your breath? This might be one I have to go back and watch. I don't remember much about this. Let me know if anybody remembers Drownsman. Because I don't. I give you a review right there. So next time this comes out, it's going to say, best thing about this is the cover. It's going to say / Ben Grimm. That's what it's going to say on that. So take it for what it's worth. This one, though, again, I'm getting pieces, but I do remember liking this, I think. And that was a movie called In Fear. Now, I'm almost positive this is probably the only way you're getting this movie. I've never really seen this outside of this release. So let me know if you guys know if this has another release or not. But I think this was good. I think this was pretty good. It says one of the best horror movies of the year. Chilling, shredded nerve performances, white knuckle ride, terrifying and instant classic. Oh yeah, man. I mean, you should have for sure. But again, you know what's nice about this? It's introducing people to some stuff to even stream, to even look up on eBay, because I'm sure some of these like offbeat titles you could get pretty easy. And, you know, it's just kind of cool to go back in time, because a lot of people that are watching the show, maybe they weren't collecting in 2010. And that's when, like, a lot of these was like 2010 to about 2012 or something like that, roughly. So it's cool for people to go back in time and see some of this stuff. Now it's funny because I did a show talking about George Romero movies, and a lot of people said that they loved this. And I said, I like the original better. I didn't think this was terrible. I didn't think it was bad. This to me felt like a little bit of like more of like in the middle of a remake, like mid. And that's The Crazies. Like, I wasn't blown away, but I thought it was decent. But it seemed like a lot of people in the chat really were hyping this one up, which I was really surprised about, because I remember it being okay, but I didn't think it did well, like in the theaters. Like, I don't think this was one that people really ranted and raved about like they did Hills Have Eyes. So let me know. Mools, what's up, man? Yeah, okay. I'm not the GOAT. I'm not the GOAT. I'm the Rad. But I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words if we are being serious, not sarcastic. So yeah, so again, Jetstream saying 6 out of 10. Mid, like that, I agree. 6 is probably a really good number for this, 5 or 6. But again, I know I was surprised when people were like, oh, the remake's better than the original remakes. I saw that a lot on that show, and I was kind of like, wow, I'm surprised, because I never hear people really talk about The Crazies remake. But this next one, a lot of people like. This was a creepy-ass freaking movie, man. It was called Goodnight Mommy. Let me know what you guys thought. This was freaky. Now, as far as where you can get this again, I don't know. This could be it. This could be the only way to get it. It could be expensive. I really don't know that much about it besides it's a freaking crazy, creepy movie. And I could recommend it. So, again, another one you guys might need to look up on streaming to see, to check it out. This one, I didn't really care for that much. It felt kind of like they were trying to take a piece out of like The Walking Dead. It was a post-apocalyptic movie, and it's called The Day. I didn't care for this that much. It was just kind of like, meh. The one thing I do remember about it, I felt like the coloring was like, you know when they used to take the saturation way down, it was like that almost like 28 Days Later where everything looked almost black and white. Like I felt like this kind of had that weird coloring to it they were doing a lot back in the day. Naomi Watts. No, this does not have Naomi Watts in what? Naomi, I don't know. What is Naomi Watts in? Which one of these ones were you talking about? I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to keep it going. Anchor Bay put out the Project X Matthew Broderick movie with the chimps. Been hunting for years. Always disappointed when I think that somebody else did that. Somebody else I think has recently done that. No, maybe I'm thinking of Manhattan Project. Oh, you bought Project X, the party movie instead. That's so funny. I do have Project X, but maybe it's just the DVD. Brian, if Brian Goes Blue is in here, he might know. Oh, Goodnight Mommy. No, I think there must be maybe there's a remake of it. This is like it's from another country or something. Let me see. This is German. So maybe they did a remake of this in America. I don't know. Maybe they did. Oh, so it didn't get a remake. Huh. Hey, man, I appreciate that. What's up, Super Batman Nerd? All right, gang, we got about 75 people in here, so hit that like button, share it around. Oh, they did. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of Manhattan Project. Okay. Oh, so there is a remake of it. Okay. I never saw the remake, no. All right, here's an expensive one. Here's one that's pricey. You ready? This is one that a lot of people didn't even realize was available. Freaked with Alex Winter. Cool movie, guys. This is a hard to find flick right here. It's always been. So I know a lot of people want this one. And that's Freaked. One of the best unknown movies ever made. So yeah, this is a gold piece right here. This needs to be in a hard case, this one. Not a lot of people have it, but Sydney does. Bog Zombie's got this with a translucent slip. What? Why didn't I get that? But yeah, this is definitely a valuable one from their library. Yeah, that's a rare one for sure. What do I think? I mean, I like it. I like when these companies are putting out chunky editions with all this fancy shit in there. But I gotta be picky, you know? If these were 4Ks, I would probably have jumped on them. I haven't jumped on any of those yet. I'm on the fence with Masters of the Universe because I do really like that movie. I do have it on Blu-ray. Do I make the jump to get some extra goodies? I don't know. Tank Girl, I'm probably going to just stick with my Blu-ray from Shout Factory and just call it a day. But I like what they're doing. It's just I got to be a little more picky with it. Freaked on VHS. Hey now. What's up, Rob Zombie Chick? Oh, it was on the DVD. That's cool. Do I like Full Moon? I do like Full Moon. Yeah, I gotta get a You saw when I opened it, you son of a bitch. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'll make a flip-flop somewhere. Oh, I could flip it with Goodnight Mommy. Well, how about The Day? Is The Day on it? No, I can't. That's a 2-disc. All right, we're going to do a little switch ski right now. I'm going to take Goodnight Mommy out. Brian's right. You got a nice, valuable edition of Freaked, and it's in an eco case. Man, imagine if that cover gets all smashed up. That won't be good, man. That's not good for business. It's just not. So what we do is you take this nice case, you change the clothes on it, right? So you put this little outfit on it. Freak's going in there. Boom. Thank you for the call out, my friend. You are 100% correct in the physical media game. Go follow Brian Goes Blue. He is a great resource for all things movies and physical media. I use him as a resource as well. He has a huge collection and knows his stuff. Goodnight Mommy is going to go in the eco case until I find something else. So there we go. Look at that. Better. Look at that. A live undressing of my movies. How do you like that? I agree. I'd be more apt to. I got the Mario. I did get the Mario, and it's not in yet, though. I haven't bought it. Nice. Yeah, the eco case is terrible. You got Gingerweed, man? Nice. What's up, Don? I don't remember Idiot Box. I don't remember that. Thank you. I do too. I'm not bagging this shit, though. I'll tell you. That's too far. I can't do it. It's not happening. But maybe I'll get a little hard case for it. All right, now this next one, I thought this was pretty good. It was like an Eli Roth Presents. I thought it was all right at the time. It was called Aftershock. I like Eli Roth. I know a lot of people give him shit. I like his work. Some stuff better than others. He's in this as well. It's an Eli Roth Presents movie, Aftershock. I don't think this probably has another edition. I think this is it. Is this an expensive edition? I don't know. Probably not. But I thought it was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. Yeah, no. Brian knows. It makes your collection look like a used movie store. I don't want that. I want it to look sharp. What up, Gus? What's up, man? You know what's funny, though, man? I jumped on it pretty late. Like, I was hesitant about it, and then I finally jumped on it, and then it sold out. So it didn't sell out right away because I waited a little bit, and then I caved. I think I caved when I saw that it comes with something, maybe a book that has all these different pitches that they got about the movie, and I'm like, holy crap, I want to see this because I want to learn about what it could have been in comparison to what we got, right? Because what we got was not what we were expecting, that's for sure. No, I did not turkey bag my movies. It's right. It's like you open it up for the first time every time you watch it. All right, now this one I looked up, and it is cheap. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is a cool-ass movie if you guys have never seen it. And it's called Chained. If you've seen this, tell me, because I guarantee you liked it. This is a cool horror movie, man. This is a real good movie. This is freaky. I highly recommend this movie, and it is cheap. Jennifer Lynch did this movie. She did Boxing Helena. This is a cool-ass movie, guys. And I looked it up to see if it was ever released again or if it was expensive, and it's only here, and it's not expensive. So I recommend finding Chained. Let me see. up, Nick? I actually remember after talking, I was surprised you did find a Blu-ray. Never seen a Blu-ray. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Anchor Bay was funny with the Blu-ray stuff. It was kind of hit or miss. Yeah, I recommend Chained. I've watched that multiple times. It's been a couple years since I've seen it, but I remember when I bought this, I brought it to my brothers, and I'm like, dude, you got to see this. So I had watched it probably like 3 times when I first got it, like right off the bat, because it was just, I was impressed by how good it was. And this next one, is it great? No, but I'm a big mark for Scout Taylor Compton, like huge mark for Scout Taylor Compton. This is called 247 Degrees Fahrenheit. And it's about them getting stuck in a sauna. And it's got the dude from like the Friday 13th remake and Transformers. What's his name? Travis Van Winkle, whatever. Yeah, Travis Van Winkle. Tyler Maine's in it. Is this worth a watch? Yeah. I've only watched it once. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was I didn't think it was bad. It was just kind of mid. But I like these kind of movies that are weird, that like take chances, that are a little bit different, like stuck in a sauna, trying to get out, you're burning to death, you're dehydrated. Like, I like that. I like when these movies like kind of take chances and just do something completely different, because in my opinion, that's what horror was back in the 80s. People were doing things off the walls, right? Take a look at Stuff. It's one of my favorites. It's like freaking that idea probably looked ridiculous on paper, right? So I would say, yeah, Scout Taylor Compton in a sauna, sign me up. 100%. Do I have a favorite Scout movie outside of Halloween? I loved Bury a Bride. I thought Bury the Bride was great. I actually liked Creature Was Stirring, which just came out. I just got the Blu-ray the other day. I thought that was really good. I'm trying to think of other ones that's a standout for her, for me. And unfortunately her part was really cut down, but I absolutely loved what the hell was the Runaways. I loved the Runaways, and she was supposed to have a bigger part, but it got really trimmed down, and that was unfortunate because she was so excited about that movie. And I think The Runaways is a great movie if you guys haven't seen it. Oh, yes, there you go. There you go. Yeah. I mean, it's just sad because she doesn't really do much in it, and she's got such a huge part in that movie, you know, and that's what sucks. Like her character is like, she's such a huge part of that story, and they had to trim it down. I wish they would have given us an alternate, longer extended version, because I had talked to Scout at a convention right when they were promoting that movie, and she was so excited for it and hyping it up and saying how, you know, to work with, you know, Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning was like so huge for her. And I really thought she thought this was going to be a stepping stone in her career to do bigger movies. And her part was just really kind of trimmed way down, and kind of felt bad. No, I don't think it's Travis. It's Vanilla Ice's real name. It's a Van Winkle, I think. Yeah, but I don't think it's Travis. This is a cool movie too. Clown. If you guys don't remember this one, it's a pretty cool movie. I'm trying to see. This is mid 2000s, probably 2015, 14, 2016. Clown. Rob Van Winkle. That's right. That's right. So you take Travis Van Winkle and Rob Van Dam, and you squish them together, and you get Vanilla Ice. And the next one is a remake. It's okay. It's mid. It's not the worst. It's not great. Silent Night. I was more excited for this than when I saw it. I was like, it's okay. But I remember when I first saw the trailer, I was like, this is gonna be sick. But hard to forget Clown. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if Clown is easily available. I don't know. Check it out. Slipcover Steve's in the house. He wishes they had slips. Oh, man. There's only a couple Anchor Bays with some slips in here. They weren't doing a lot of slips over in the Anchor Bay realm. They never did, really. It made life easier and simpler that way. You know? I don't like I don't like when... The reason I'm not a huge slipcover guy is because they're so hit or miss with a lot of companies, right? Like, some will have them, some won't. So when you put them all together on the shelf, I like it to look smooth. I like it to look, instead of just like sticking out every here and there. I'm more of like an aesthetic collector. So, oh, dude, hell no. No way. I don't care about that stuff. You should see, dude. I take half my slips off anyways. Oh, did he? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Speaking of Silent Night, Deadly Night, I have this bad boy. Boom. This is the first time it hit Blu-ray from Anchor Bay. Yeah, they did a digibook for the Halloween. Yes, that orange one. Was it Anchor Bay that did that? Was that Anchor Bay that released that in the digibook? It might have been, actually. I have my digibooks over there in a shelf. I should go take a look. I don't destroy them. No, I'll sell some sometimes. I'll give some away. Like, I've sent Mel a bunch of things that she needed. It depends. It depends. I don't destroy anything, though. No. The next one is Children of the Corn, which was the first Anchor Bay. This is an old school Anchor Bay Blu-ray. This has already been released now. Arrow did a really nice box set, so that's what I have now. This is just the first time I got it on Blu-ray. Children of the Corn. Stars Anchor Bay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So it isn't... Yeah, it's in like that weird digibook. Wow, I didn't realize that was Anchor Bay. That is pretty cool. I'd have to go check it out. It's buried in that drawer over there, in that cabinet with my digibooks. Evil Dead 2. Oh, no, this is Lionsgate. Why'd I grab this? Damn, my bad. I love that cover, though. I love that cover. Speaking of slips, look at this. Black Christmas with a slip. Look at that slip. Slip cover, Steve. What do you think of this? What do you think of that slip cover, Steve? Look at it. Look how nice that is. Got the red bar on the top. Boom. Flip it around. Get the movie in here. Black Christmas. Anchor Bay. I think this has some features and stuff that the Scream Factory one doesn't. So that's why I've hung on to this. It's the Seasons Greetings Edition. All right, we're on my last stack right here. Mother's Day just got a nice 4K release from Vinegar Syndrome. Here's the old school Anchor Bay release here. Mother's Day. Here's a cool one. Piranha 3 Double D. I love these Piranha movies. These remakes. I love these. Oh, I say it all the time to her. I always say it. But she loves it because I send her stuff if she needs it sometimes. But yeah, I'm always on her about it. I only do slips on like boutique stuff. Like I'll do slips on Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, even though their slips are garbage, but I have all their collector's editions in slips, so I just like to keep it that way. Like all the stuff I don't keep are studio release slip covers. I don't keep Kino slip covers. I don't keep on. Trying to think what else. That's probably it. Mostly, I think. Here's one. Return to Nukem High, which I thought this was awesome when it came out. I actually thought this was really cool. And then by the time Part 2 came out, Anchor Bay was already in the can, so Part 2 got put out by a different... I think just Troma must have just did it. But I thought Part 1 was a pretty fun movie. If you guys remember when this thing came out. So it's Return to Nukem High. Yeah, man, I sell them sometimes. Some of them. Give me that money. All right, this is a cool edition. I've talked about this in the past before on a couple of my streams. This is that limited Evil Dead Blu-ray with the green strip on the top. This was a Best Buy exclusive, I think. It came with this bonus DVD with some interviews and panels and stuff like that on it. This is that old school Evil Dead joint. This is a freaking creepy movie, man. Dark Skies. If you guys haven't seen this, is an alien abduction movie. This is creepy as hell. Alien movies freak me out, and this one definitely freaked me out. There's one scene in this that is super creepy. I did a reel about it. Check this out if you guys haven't. Thanks, man. Yeah, I liked it. I actually haven't watched part 2. I have part 2, but I never... It came out so much... Like, if part 2 came out within, like, 6 months to a year, I would have been, like, all about it. Because I really liked part 1, and I was like... They left it on a cliffhanger. I think it came out, like, 5 years later, so I haven't jumped back to check it out yet. Yeah, I do, too. I do, too. All right. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, what? This movie sucks. I actually like this. When this came out, I was a huge fan of it. And that's El Super Beasto, Rob Zombie. This is the only way to get this movie. Is it easy to get? Is it cheap? It's probably not expensive. It's an animated movie. I thought it was pretty cool. It's about a pro wrestler. There's a lot of shit in here that you couldn't do anymore. But it reminded me of Ren and Stimpy. And that's the type of cartoons I loved as a kid. So... this is really cool. You got a lot of his characters in it in an animated style. So, you got like Sherry Moon's in it, but she plays like kind of like a one-eye type girl. Rosario Dawson, Paul Giamatti. So, pretty cool. I know a lot of people think this is shit. And the last time I watched it, I was kind of like, it's okay. But when I first got this, I really liked it a lot. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a funny movie. It's got Dr. Satan. It's got the what's pretty cool about this too is it's got the Werewolf of the SS in this too, which is something he kind of toyed with a little bit for the Grindhouse movie. So you do get that in here as well. Oh, was Michael Myers in this too? Was he in this one? I kind of forget. He had a little cameo. Speaking of Rob Zombie, you got Lords of Salem. Look at this. You got your lenticular slip here. If you guys like that. Little lenticular Sherry Moon on this Anchor Bay Blu-ray. Wow, you won $100 on UFC? Look at this. We got Corey, the gambler. Look at him over there. Gambling. Getting money. Buying movies. Go check out S'mores Indoors. Here's a great one. Let Me In. Remake of Let the Right One In. I love Chloe Grace Moretz, so I am all in on the remake. I think this is a great remake. The original's better, yes, but I think this did fine. I liked her in this as well. This is that Anchor Bay joint. Came with a comic book. Look at that. Limited edition comic. Pretty cool. Hatchet. Everybody loves their Hatchet. Blu-ray. Another Adam Green joint. Frozen. It's probably my favorite of all of his movies. I know there's fans of Frozen in the house. Guys, we have 75 people in here currently right now. Make sure to hit the like if you haven't. This is a cool one, actually. This is a cool one. And Soon the Darkness. Now, this is a remake. And if you guys haven't seen the original, I loved the original. I would say people that don't like slow burn, whodunit type movies are probably not going to care about the original one. They'll like this. But I really like the original, and I like this. So, and Soon the Darkness. There's one from the 70s that I really, really like. I'm trying to think who put it out. Somebody, maybe Kino, I think. Scorpion, maybe. One of those two. But this is the remake, and this was a cool movie. So if anybody wants to check it out, I recommend it. I think this is pretty cool. Hatchet rules. I mean, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I like 2, I think, the best. And then I liked 1 and 2, and I think they progressively get worse as they go. What up, John Public? Yeah, dude, go back and check out if you guys are just popping in, after I'm done, go check out the first half or the first 10 minutes. I do an unboxing. You guys are going to love it. Yeah, Frozen's a must. Frozen's great. I don't remember this one too much. Aggression Scale. I think this is like a home invasion movie, I think. But I don't remember it a whole lot. It says, tough as nails. It's a ferocious cat and mouse thriller. Oh, okay, there you go. Kino put out the original as soon as... Yes, I love it. I love it. I can see people not liking it just because it's slow, but it's very good. Retro, Garrett clips on a shame. I have a lot older because there's not many Blu-rays. I have a hell of a lot more DVDs than I do Blu-rays. Hell of a lot more Anchor Bay DVDs. But I appreciate that, man. But again, I was so hardcore back in the day. Times were different, man. Like, you could get the deals you could get were so much better than you could get now. So, I mean, every Tuesday I was going out and coming home with loads of shit. I mean, I was doing back then. I wasn't doing anything but buying movies. You know, that's all I was doing. I mean, these weren't going for $40 a piece like we're doing now. So that's why I was able to load up on so many, because I was doing this before a lot of people were. Serious question. Do I think it's unhealthy to be this obsessed with plastic and cardboard? Cardboard, yes. Again, I don't know. Unhealthy. I don't know everybody's situation, man. My situation, I'm okay. So it's just always something I've been into. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Everybody's different. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. What up, man? I don't know if this is Dirk, Darren, but what's up? Go check out Subjective Perspective Collective over on the YouTube. They are running for Horror YouTuber of the Month, so go check their stuff out and find out over there how you can give that guy a vote, or those guys a vote. Let's see. This is another one. It's kind of like one of those, like, let's pretend it's an 80s slasher, which it does a pretty good job. Lost After Dark. Again, a lot of these kind of feel the same. Nothing about this stands out to me right now. It just feels like one of those, just kind of like a group of kids as a slasher. Let's see. It is a mouthful. It is Subjective Perspective Collective. I love it. It's true. I mean, dude, like, it's not even that. Like, I don't drink, so I'm not spending money on alcohol ever, right? So there's plenty of other things that people are into, for sure. It could be cards, it could be alcohol, it could be food, it could be a bunch of stuff, toys, whatever. Everybody's got their thing. Let me see. This was cool when it came out. It actually got a lot of praise. Excision. Remember this? This might be going for a lot of money because this was pretty popular, and I don't think this has ever had another edition. Let me know if you guys remember this. This was a lot of talks about this when it came out. This was a pretty cool flick. Different. It was different. This one... Oh, man. Salem's Lot is probably... It's 100% in my top 10 movies, favorite movies of all time. Top 10. Of all time. I do have a video I've been working on. Again, this one, it's embarrassing because it's my top 10 favorite vampire movies, not Dracula. Non-Dracula vampire movies. And I have like my first 8. set in stone, but like because I'm iffy on my last two, I haven't released the video because I'm like rewatching some to be like, what's my real number 8 or what's my real number 9? And it's like, yo, I could have literally put that video out 2 months ago and just made it up and just threw 2 movies in there that I liked, right? Like I don't need to be that thorough, but my brain works this way where it's like, I want to make sure it's like the real answer, right? So keep your eyes out for that because I'm going to put that out soon and you'll see where that falls in my vampire movies. But man, it's top 10 probably of all time. I freaking love Salem's Lot. And I hope we get a 4K. What sucks though is I just bought my first ever box set from Cinemuseum, which I know a lot of people have issues with them. And they put out a pretty sick Salem's Lot box set with part 1 and 2. And I think it's got both cuts of part 1 on it. So it was a really nice edition on Blu-ray. And, but the problem is you order that and it takes almost a year to get to you. So I'm just waiting for it at this point. Holy shit. What's up, Bishop? I don't know, man. A lot. More than these Blu-rays, that's for sure. I don't know. I mean, dude, I have thousands of DVDs. So I don't know how many. Oh, man. I love it, dude. I've got, if you look, you can kind of see right here. See right there? That's the double disc, the double VHS tape sealed right there. It's the double VHS tape of Salem's Lot sealed. I actually check this out, Dirk. Ready? Hold up. Ugh. Your faith against his fate. Look at signed by Mark, dude. Lance Kerwin, who just recently passed away. How do you like that? You know, you're probably not wrong because again, everything comes back around. We're going into a digital age more or less than what we already are, right? So these things are probably like you're already seeing it. You're already seeing this stuff. I mean, and then look at this too. Like one of my biggest regrets is selling my VHS collection for nothing. I say this all the time. In 2008, I think I sold 85% of my VHS collection for like, I think it was like $80. And I can remember meeting a guy in online and bringing him garbage bags full of VHS tapes in a parking lot, like late at night for $85. And the only reason I did that is because at the time I didn't have any space and I had these VHS shelves. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get rid of everything I have on DVD so I can make room for these. Because I had like movies on the floor at the time. So I was like, I got to get these VHSs out of here, put my DVDs on these shelves. And I sold those things. Then all of a sudden, a couple of years later, we had like the VHS boom. And I'm like, no, because if I was going to sell them, I could have got way more, number one. And number two, now I have such FOMO that I don't have a lot of these titles anymore. It just really bums me out, you know? So that's why I don't want to get rid of a lot of stuff, like, because I do think that I'm going to probably have FOMO again. So, man, 2008, shit was sketchy. I think like I used like Craigslist and shit like that back then. It wasn't like it is now. I mean, you're seeing a lot of shit go down with that, you know, even if it doesn't crash totally. Like the average person might be like, oh, I'm just going to watch the streaming. But a lot of these movies that we all love are going to probably be edited. A lot of these movies that we love, you may never see on streaming. They make it taken down. Like you're already seeing people's video libraries getting movies taken away, right? And with physical, as long as like we don't have a catastrophe in the house, it should be fine. For real. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I wish I still had some of the stuff that I had before. I mean, I talk about this all the time. One of my holy grails is the Frankenhooker VHS tape that talks. And to find that in good condition for a good price that works is very, very hard. And I had one and it was in that damn bag. I don't know why I thought that was okay to just get rid of it. I don't know. Agree. I don't know what we were thinking. It's true, dude. You're right. The problem is as collectors, is we just got to be a little bit more mindful because, again, like, we've only got so much storage. You can't have a house that's just full of only movies. So I get it, right? There needs to be a limit. There needs to be a strategy. Sometimes I go a little bit overboard, sure. I'm trying to get a little bit better with certain things to an extent, but I do also like to find movies that are blind buys that become favorites. Like some of these movies that we're talking about today, like I never saw them before I got them here. So, you know, it's interesting. Sorry guys, I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, everybody's got different situations, right? Like not everybody can do it. And that's what I want to be as a physical media influencer. I don't know if you would call it that. But like when I talk about these movies, if I'm sent or I buy and review them and stuff, like I really don't want nor expect you guys to all feel like you have to get the new shiny toy. Because I'm even at a point now where I'm not getting everything that comes out. I'm also getting at a point where I'm waiting to get things cheaper. Like I can't tell you the last time I've really bought a lot from Kino on day one. I think Monster Squad, that was it. I haven't bought a Criterion release in probably like 2 years. I lied. I got Thelma and Louise used at Bull Moose for like a good price or something like that. But like I'm making cuts when I can because I can't get everything. I'm waiting on Scream Factory 4Ks. I'm not getting them day one. I'm waiting to get them cheaper, and it's worked. Like I got The Burning for $20 4K. I think when it first came out, it was like 30. I just got the Godzilla 4K Steelbook. I think I got it for 22. When that first came out, it was like $40, $39 or whatever. My Best Buy said it was like $59. It was a freaking craziness. So again, I'm just being a little bit more mindful, and I want to showcase to you guys that you don't have to get everything day one. You don't have to feel like you have to get everything. I didn't buy Boogans because I heard the transfer was subpar. It was okay, but I'm like, you know what? My Blu-ray that I have is fine. I don't need that on 4K. But anyway, getting back to Anchor Bay, this movie was not good. It's called The Victim, but it has Danielle Harris in it, so to me, it's always a win because I'm a big Danielle Harris fan. But other than that, I didn't like it that much. I think it was kind of lame. Same thing with this one. Not that great. It was called Afterlife. Justin Long fans out there, Christina Ricci. It's got a good cast, but it was okay. It wasn't great. This is an expensive one, I think. Wicker Tree. So this is like the prequel to The Wicker Man. I think this one's pretty pricey now, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe the Wicker Man Anchor Bay one is expensive. I don't know. And then this might be my last one. No, there's more. Scream 4. I'm sure this is not expensive. I'm sure we're going to get a better edition of this as well. That's another thing too, John, is that like, you know, I got rid of cable, but now with like, I'm trying to watch different things. They're on all these different apps and stuff. I'm pretty much spending the same amount of money as I am when I had cable because like I'm paying for all these apps as well. Like it is a little bit nuts. I think the hardest part about movie collecting now is that it's for the collector. So in one aspect, it's cool because we're getting like very nice editions. And I'll admit, as much as I'm not a slipcover guy, I am a sucker for like these cool editions with all these extras and these big chunky boxes. Like I am like that. I like all the Arrow stuff. I'm a sucker for that stuff. Second Sight Films, you know, so that I like. Unfortunately, it takes up a lot more space, but again, I like to have these more premiere editions for some of my favorites. The Afterlife is kind of creepy with Christina Ricci. Yeah, I remember like it was like she's dead, but like she can still walk around. Is that the one that I'm pretty sure? I've only watched that one time. Good man, dude. I wish I had some Corey Haim, more Corey Haim VHS. Yeah. And you know what else? If you guys like talking about out of print stuff, I've got some more stuff I could do a stream on, talking about just some out of print physical media stuff outside of Anchor Bay. All right, so this one, I don't remember this one either. This one and that other one, aggression scale, kind of confused me. And this is the disappearance of Alice Creed. Part of me feels like I remember her getting put in a trunk. But again, let me know about this one. Hold on. Do I have something over here? What are we talking about? Was this Anchor Bay? Yeah, it was. Ha! Look at this guy. What a banker. Sick. Ah, thanks, man. Appreciate that, horror dude. Yeah, I'm the only sucker that's up this late. I got to get off of here soon. This is going a little too long here. Yeah, I like anything that's got a similar spine. I kind of agree. I'm not 100% sold on 4K as a whole. I mean, if I have a choice to buy one or the other, I'll usually choose the 4K. But when it comes to upgrading, I'm not 100% all in on that yet. I think I don't, it's a very different jump than it was from DVD to HD, right? To 1080p. The 4K jump isn't as drastic, so I think that's why it's not that big of a deal to me personally. But I know some people are very big on it, but I don't know if it's because they really can see and hear the big difference, or they're just, it's a shiny new object, they need to have it. I don't know. It could be a little bit of both. All right, here's one. Whoa, no! There goes the decrease in value of my movie right there. All right, this is one that... This is one that was one of those movies. I was actually going to... The reason it was over there is because I was stacking them up to do a different show. On movies that were, like, talked about for years, people were pirating them because, like, they just never came out. Things like Trick or Treat, things like Poughkeepsie's Tapes. Remember that? All those movies that were just lore that, like, nobody thought they would ever see the light of day. And this was one. It was called All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. We got our girl Amber Heard in this joint. Remember the lore of this movie, how great this was, and everybody was trying to get access to it, and I was like, you were burning it off of like LimeWire or whatever. And Anchor Bay put it out. It's pretty good. I think it was overhyped at the time, so when it finally was released, I was like, it was pretty decent. But this was supposed to be like such a crazy ass movie when this came out, and it is cool. I think it's one that you should definitely check out. Is this the only way to get this? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it might be expensive if it is, because there was something about this movie that it was so hyped for so long. And agree. So Horror Dude knows, like, exactly, this was so hyped for years. And, there was bootlegs of it everywhere because everybody wanted to see this thing. And then when it finally came out, it was all right. Oh, man. I hope we get a new Burbs. And I'm sure it will become the standard format, probably, for sure. But there's no way in hell I'm upgrading all my stuff again. That's for sure. But, people are saying there won't be an 8K. There won't be an 8K. Who knows, right? And then we just do this all again. Yeah, like, that's the thing, too. Like, because there's so much upgrading going on, like, a lot of these releases aren't, like, exciting for me as they were anymore, Like, when I have a full collection of Blu-ray collected editions from Scream Factory, and then when they start saying like, "Oh, this is getting upgraded," it's not like, "Oh yeah," it's kind of like, "Ugh, now I gotta debate if I'm gonna buy it or not," right? Because it's not like we're getting new features. It's not like we're getting this crazy new packaging. It's basically just a different slipcover, same special features, and a little bit of an uptick in the quality. So that sometimes it's a hard sell for me. Where Arrow, like, if they put something out on 4K, like, case in point, Wild Things in this crazy box, there's a steel book inside, you get a book, you get some cards, and I just had a standard studio release Blu-ray, that's a win for me. That upgrade is worth it for me. But I do hope that someone does a big, nice Burbs edition, man. That movie deserves it. That movie deserves it. Let me see. Well, I know we don't own the movies per se. I get you. Here's another one. I don't remember liking this so much, but maybe you guys did. This was like, I know that had some hype behind it. Pandorium, is that what it's called? I don't remember this. I think I'm getting it confused. This have that Gigadet guy in it. What's his name? Cam Gigadet. Oh yeah, okay. This was okay. I remember him being in this. I always kind of liked him because I was a big fan of Never Back Down. I mean, there was always that chance, but if you're not into physical media, then don't buy it. That's all. I'm just reading to see what you guys said. All right, so we got a little bit of a set here. Oh, we got a lot. This is my last couple to talk about here. And we're going to talk about the original OG I Spit on Your Grave, which we already know has multiple releases, so this is probably not worth much of anything because it's been re-released a ton of times. That's I Spit on Your Grave. Then you got I Spit on Your Grave unrated remake, which I actually thought this was a pretty good remake. You get I Spit on Your Grave 2 that goes along with this one. And then you get I Spit on Your Grave 3 as well. And these are all Anchor Bay titles. So I know a lot of people have a tough time with the Spit on Your Grave franchise, which I get. But yeah, these were always Anchor Bay titles. All right, I've got two more left, and these are the classics. And that is this bad boy, which is an expensive sucker. Is the old original Dawn of the Dead. The last time this thing was in the US release was right here. So this bad boy is a valuable piece. And this one's not probably valuable, but it's an OG, and that's the Evil Dead 2, if you guys remember this cover on the Blu-ray there. So, yeah, guys, that was pretty much my Anchor Bay collection outside of, which I didn't bring with me, was the Digibook for Halloween, which I didn't realize was Anchor Bay. And then I had that Halloween box set with the little Michael Myers mask in the front. I forgot that on the shelf. So besides those two and the season 2 of The Walking Dead display, which you'll see in the other video that I've got coming up, this was it. So let me know in the comments below some of these movies that maybe you saw, maybe you didn't saw, maybe you have seen and you haven't seen. Guys, it is so late. Maybe there's some I don't have. People already talked about Bedazzled, Dutch. Like, I don't have those movies. Put that stuff in the comments below. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments below what you thought of the cool-ass unboxing that I did earlier in the stream. So, guys, if you can go check that out. If you haven't, I know somebody said, how's the image quality of Dawn of the Dead? It's fine. I mean, I have the 4K deluxe set. Nothing's better than that. This I have mostly just for nostalgia purposes because it's just so valuable, I guess, for this edition. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep it around. It's fine. It's better than DVD. I know you guys are fighting over physical media over here, so I will let you go. Guys, I appreciate so much you guys coming in here and hanging out with me tonight, late night. We've got about 90 people in here right now. Please, before you leave, hit that like button. You know I love you guys, the Rad fam. Being super supportive, being nice, not being nice, whatever, but you're still watching the content, and I love it. And guys, there's more to come. Let me know down below what you guys think of this Anchor Bay collection. This is Garrett at Born2beRad, and like always, stay